cat prints on the dash, and a stock radio. That doesn't play the part of a Lamborghini. Oh, what is that? And to solve that problem, our friends at BINIZE sent us this 10-inch flat screen, touchscreen Android Auto radio that we're going to install. But first things first, comment below, how would you pronounce that? BINIZE, BINIZE, BINIZE. Now we're having some fun with cars. Comes with its own set of instructions and connectors and the hardware to install. Here are the installation brackets. Here's the labeled package of wires and connectors to connect an amplifier and other accessories. Here's the included backup camera to mount. This backup camera is going to come in real handy trying to see out the back of the Lambo because the rear window is not really visible through the rear view mirror. This is going to be a big help when backing. Are you a person that's intimidated by wiring? This has you covered with this handy connector with labeled wires. We're going to be filming at the kitchen table to make this easier. The other thing that'll make this easier for the install is I bought a connector that plugs into the factory harness so that this whole unit becomes plug and play without cutting any of the factory wiring, without shortening any of these wires. Now there's a couple of ways to connect these wires together easily. The choice that I'm using are heat shrink solder connections. We're going to connect the two. I'm going to speed this up probably so it's not so boring. These heat shrink wire connectors have solder built right into them. I have a heater that melts these perfectly so that the connection is solid. Now the goal is just to connect the wires as they are. Now most of the wires are color coded already, so you just connect the wire colors together and it does what you need. However, there are a few that come from the factory that aren't in this harness because these need to power different things. So we have to pay close attention to that. Well, let's start out with three main wires for a radio system are two power wires, battery, positive, and accessory, and the ground. So those three wires are the first wires I start with. And then we'll find the same color matching wires on this connector. So we'll get our corresponding wire colors from the factory together and we'll make these three connections first. Let's start with the ground. I'll show you a close-up. The reason why I like these solder connections, the solder's right in there. It heat shrinks around them and makes a tight, waterproof, weatherproof connection. Put the wire through our connector and send it all the way through. And then we'll put the other corresponding wire through the other side with the two overlapping and the band over the top of the insulation. Now we can melt a connector together.
Blueprints on the table. Turn it up. Jay in the bag, got the wrench in his hand. Carbon on the frame, got the flames on demand. Doors go up, whole block say damn. Started in the shed, now he worldwide fam. Camera on record, little grease on his T. Million in the first week, how to tune V3. Neighbors used to laugh, now they front row seat. Every screw, every bolt, he be chasing that speed. Custom Lambo,
Now we'll repeat the steps for all the rest of the wires, and I'm going to put that on fast so you don't have to sit here and watch that.
Walk in the shop, heels click on the floor, fresh wrap chrome, see my face in the door. I say, Jay, give me keys, let me take that tour. He say, boost turned up, better press it with force. I was chart top queen, now I'm queen of...
One minor criticism of the BINIZE wiring is this perforation. So if you look at the aftermarket radio connector that connects to the car, see how they separate that splice right there? BINIZE, on quite a few wires, it's not all the way through and you can't pull this off. So investing in a pair of wire strippers is almost a must, or a pair of nail clippers, something that you can separate the perforation of the wire that is not all the way through for the insulation, because it'll make it very difficult to install this radio with a couple of zip ties. This becomes our wired harness to the radio from the chassis. Now we'll be able to plug this right into the until we hear a positive engagement like this. And if you're using amplifiers, this is the amplifier wiring connector that goes in the back right over here. And these other spots are for items such as your USB in USB-C connectors going. Because I'm not going to be using USB-C connectors, this is how the connectors go in the back. The tabs to unlock go towards the bottom of the radio, in my opinion, because I'm looking at it upside down. So if you look at it from the front, top of the radio. At the factory wiring coming to the dash, we have the brand new radio with our wiring that we added. We're going to plug that in, plug the antenna in, and let's see if it... And just like this. Hear that click? We can plug in the antenna wire right in that, just like so. That plugs in like... So here is the backup camera and the cord for the backup camera. So we're going to mount the backup camera right in the middle here and run all the wiring through the passenger side of the car up to the front into the dash. I'm going to separate out my camera. We also need the power signal wire from the reverse light, which I'll get. We'll attach that to the wiring so that I can send a signal up to the front. When the reverse lights come on, it will tell the radio we're in reverse, and the camera will come up and display. So it comes with 2 mounting screws. I drilled one hole and put my own screw in here because I have to build the back end of this car to make this permanent. So I'm going to run the wires this way to the passenger side. I'm going to show a little bit of that here. Quick recap, I got that camera mounted. I got the wires going this way. I have that and a bracket held down. There's 2 connections. This is the signal wire to the radio, and this right here is the power wire to the camera. Now, I am taking power from my reverse lights, and I'm going to not only power up the camera with that, I'm going to send that 12-volt signal up to the radio so the car knows when it's in reverse, and then the backup camera system will come on. I'm using a heat shrink solder connection with... So I took the reverse light power, I sent power to the plug on the red side, and I sent power through this green wire that's going to go all the way to the dash. This black wire, which is ground for the camera, is going to get put right here. I drilled a hole and I get a self-tap. It's grounded, I'll paint over a little bit of paint to stop it from rust. Just to recap, we got those wires run, we got the insulators on there securing the wire, heading up towards the... Wires are following the main harness. Wires are in the same loom as the chassis harness running up underneath the... Okay, I put the 2 mounting brackets in. I drilled 2 holes on each side. I made them even, and then I tightened them to the sides, making sure there was enough space in between here for the base of the unit to fit through, which it does. Now I got the screws in there, and I adjusted them where they're even on both sides. Now I can fit the radio in and then put the screws in from the side. Now I can feed my reverse wire and signal wire up through the back of the dash and come out where all the other wiring. Now we can plug our backup camera into the wire that says camera. So let's go over some of the other inputs that you might have, or outputs. This is the auxiliary line in. If you're sending music through this low impedance wire, we have the front right out. So if you're hooking up an amp, you could use this. That's the right front channel. There's the left front channel. Oh, right here. This is the microphone. I have a microphone. We're going to run that. It's eventually going to be up by the visor up here, but I don't have the visor in yet. So I'm going to run the wire up the A pillar and have the microphone hang down right there so it can pick us up. We have a video out. In case you're running a rear video system for like kids or something, or a back seat, you can put the video out, so whatever you're seeing on the screen, you'll see in the back, or wherever you put them. There's the front right out. Auxiliary right in. Line out to the subwoofer. So if you're running a single subwoofer, you would run this wire right here. For my rear camera, I'm not using that little red wire, so I cut off the end and I'm going to tape it up so it doesn't ground. So I connected the camera in, color-coded yellow. It plugged right in. So look for the one that says camera, and I plugged the rear camera right into that. So we're going to connect the reverse signal wire that I have running with the camera wire to this one that says back. That's the backup camera, I believe, and it hooks right up there. Here's the microphone plug, and that will get plugged right into the mic in, which is the small black one right there. That connection looks just like that. So the last part of the wiring that I need to do is get the USB cords into the glove box so that they're hidden, and if I need to plug something in, they will plug in. So I got a coat hanger that I use as a fisher line stuffed through where I want it to go, and I'll zip tie those 2 wires, pull them through to the glove box. I got the wire zip tied to my coat hanger. Now we'll recheck all our connections, including the antenna that pulled out. So we're going to reconnect the antenna and then we'll put it in for final assembly. Now I got our USBs forward. We got the USB plugged in. Now we can close the glove box like that, and it hides everything. Well, except those wires I got to tie up. That's from something. Now I can easily get to the USB ports because they're in the glove box. We got the microphone mounted. We got the screen display we got the radio in place. Now we just got to put the screws in to make it permanently mounted. Put those 2 screws in loose so that I can get the other side in. So now that all the screws are tight, let's test this radio out. And now that my dusty fingerprints are all over the face of it, the moment of truth. What will happen? Whoa, there we go. What do we got? That is sweet. That is real sweet. Let's see if we got settings. Well, I'm going to go through the settings and set. That's the BINIZE 10-inch Android Auto stereo system. I think we finally got the install complete on the radio for the Lambo. Just powering up the radio. Oh, what is that? That is amazing. Now that makes this officially my Lambo.